Hello, everybody, and welcome to the UNL Competitors Semifinal stream. I will be your host tonight, Nolan, and with me is Reese. Reese, how the heck are you doing, man?
I'm so excited. I still can't get over your game, man. Like we
Dude,
just come straight out of your game and straight into this one. I'm just lost for words. Honestly, speechless. I'm really hyped for this one though.
well, I appreciate it. I think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be a ton of fun, and more importantly, I think that these two teams are a little bit more evenly matched than any other two teams that are going to be playing this weekend. So this will be for sure a great game. While I'm on it, absolutely great hat, great jersey, love it, love the spirit. Going with the sports teams this time. Um, Shout out to the Bucks who actually just beat the Nets last night. That was huge. But absolutely, we're still repping the style, still repping the Spirit Week. So gotta love that. But thank you very much for accompanying me tonight. Like I said, I think it'll be a great game, and we're actually gonna get right into this right here. Reese, who do you have your money on for tonight's game? Rhinos are the number one, Cobras are the number four. What do you got? Best of five.
Hey, I have no idea. I mean,
Oh,
I wouldn't just go from stats. I want to go from stats and just say Rhinos straight up, but I have no idea. I mean, I thought I had predictions for last game, but that you played in, I thought it would be quite evenly matched, and look how it went. So
right.
look, I really have no idea.
Listen, totally get it. I don't know that I have a prediction either. I think the Rhinos. We haven't seen a ton from them, but they've always been good. So watching the Rhinos will be fun. But yesterday the Cobras gave me a reason not to doubt them ever again, and I think I'm gonna ride with the Cobras this time. I think I'm riding with Cobras in four. Cobras in four. Rhinos better hit the
Okay.
floor. My fault.
Quite a strong one.
All right. I think we are just actually about to get ready and get into this. I'm gonna let these guys know to ready up right now. And we should be good. They are in the match, right?
They are in the match.
They are in the match.
They absolutely are. They're just taking their time. They're taking that minute like you do in between
Seriously.
games.
I sometimes take a couple of minutes in between games. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, well, look, they're just there talking to their team. They're getting their spirits up, getting their strategy.
Absolutely. And here we go. It looks like they are about to ready up now.
Look at the Cobras there. They're taking their North American champion names, and look at that with the decals as well.
Look at this. I absolutely love it.
North American, no, is European, wasn't it? Vitality took it today, I think it was. No, they're repping it.
Absolutely. And it does look like for the Cobras, we are going to have Actop, who is actually Acmo. It looks like we're gonna have Victop, who is Vicky Star. And for the Rhinos, we're gonna have Killer Bunny, and we're going to have Cottony. And this is just a loaded lobby right now. Like, I don't know that I've seen a lot of better players together in a lineup. And there we go, starting off early in the scoring is Mr. Cottony. Great pass here from Killer Bunny. Cottony just sees it, puts it right in, and catches Vicky Star right out of place.
Easy there, really, from the Rhinos. It looked like, and look, I mean, Cobras they've got to come in with their K dot names, their K dot lookalikes. They got to come in with a play like him as well. Oh no!
This is
Oh,
so
no.
unfortunate. But oh my god, when have you ever seen that before? When have you ever seen that before?
In the game that I played the youth streams, man, the UNL game. You remember where it bounced off that
I
one and
do
went straight
remember
in?
that. That was nutty. But that's super unfortunate. Respect to both of those Rhinos players who are absolutely, going to be taking all this respect for the fact that they were just in a Rule 1 and they absolutely didn't break it. So congratulations to them. That's awesome to see.
And the rule one don't stop for UNL.
Absolutely. Listen, there's no special exception here. You either are in the Rule Run or you somehow get booted from the server. That's just what happens. But certainly hats off to them. We look like we're a minute into this game, and it's a 1-1 score, and that's exactly where I thought we would be, right now. Watching these guys play, seeing what these guys can do. The other thing to remember is that the moment that one of these guys loses, their team goes home. Their season's over. This is whoever wins 3 games first, their season continues. They move on to the finals. But the moment that somebody loses, they go home. They're done. They're out, which is absolutely crazy to think about. Akmo going to come for the shot right here. Great stuff from Killer Bunny. Vicky Star there for the shot. Dude, I'm telling you, the Cobras have given us a reason to believe.
I mean, yeah, and from their cracking performance the other day, like, you've got to expect big things, but, you know, the pressure in this match might just be a little bit higher. It might just kind of, you know, it might make it a little bit harder for these guys.
Right. No, absolutely agreed. And, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, the pressure is real because your season ends if you lose the game. And, you know, I have had a ton of experience, you know, playing in streamed matches where, you know, season's on the line and, you know, those jitters, they get to you. They really do. You know, Reese, you can attest to the fact that the jitters get you at first. So if you're not used to being on stream, you know, they certainly make an impact.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how good a player you are if you're not used to being on stream. You know, you can own goal 10 times in a game. You know, like it's nothing.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And it looks like Killer Bunny going to try to get something out here to Connie, but some great defense by the Cobras. Really, really something special here by these Cobras, who are consistently just on the defense, on top of the ball, not letting this ball get by them, as I say that, and the Rhinos score. But Rhinos definitely got to keep up that offense.
They were stuck in quite an awkward position there. I mean, you could see you know, for quite a while they were stuck a bit awkward there. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. You had two of them on the wall. It's kind of hard for, you know, to get one of them back in goal ready for that shot. I mean, I feel like that was a goal waiting to happen there from the Rhinos, but, you know, the pressure, it worked.
Right.
And they didn't even need the pressure there.
And if nothing else, you know, that goal before this kickoff goal right here, Killer Bunny was going for a demo. So whether that ball, you know, directly went in or not, there was nobody back for that rebound if it didn't go in. So that's well done by Killer Bunny there.
Absolutely. All they were doing, they were just putting the pressure on there. They were just waiting for that exact moment. They were just waiting for the Cobras to slip a tiny bit. And look, you know, the Cobras could be on point all game, and they kind of have been, but, you know, in moments like that, you know, the goal will happen. Wow. Oh, they're coming straight back.
Absolutely nuts. It is 3-3, 2:17 left to go. It's extremely even lobby. It's loaded here. Every single person here deserves to be here. Is at the top of their class. It's nuts.
It's going to be a very high scoring series, though. I'm sure
agreed. Going to be a best of 5 here as well, though. Looking at Cotney doing what he's doing, like, oh my goodness. Like, at this level, how are you that mechanical? He's something to speak for.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows where players like me and you need to improve on when you watch these guys play.
No, absolutely. Great clear there from Akmo. Vicky gonna potentially miss that, and Akmo's gonna center this one up to Killer Bunny, who is unable to get the shot down. Great demo on Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, really weakened their offense. There wasn't too much they probably could have made from that chance without that second player, so a brilliant play there.
No, absolutely.
Coming in with all the demos at the moment, you get demo hungry after that one.
Right. And it looks like we are going to be going into a minute left with a even score and an even game, which will be absolutely crazy. I also believe...
Well, what do you think? Call it now. Do you think it will be an overtime?
Call it now. Yeah, I think it's going to overtime. There's no way this game doesn't go to overtime. Whether it's 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, it's going to overtime. And it's going to be a good overtime, too. It's not going to be like a kickoff goal. It's going to be a good overtime. Look at Cotney. Just keep trying to flip reset. It's ridiculous. One of these times he's going to hit it.
I mean, he's not too far off.
We're going to have to go nuts. Cobras gonna have to keep in here, you know. Like I said, you know, the Rhinos are the prospect #1 team, or not the prospect, but the competitor #1 team. So, you know, there's a lot to live up to on the Rhino side of the ball here. But you also know that there's a lot to have to, you know, put together if you're the Cobras. You're knowing that you have this deficit, that it's not the exact, you know, place that you want it to be coming out of regular season. Killer Bunny gonna go for a dribble here. If this is making contact, this could be crazy. Akmo gonna go up and push this ball to the Cobras side of the field.
Looks like it's definitely gonna be going to an overtime.
It's definitely going to overtime.
Very nice high touch here.
Oh, it almost went in too.
Could have been.
It's gonna be an overtime. Who's taking this game? Reese, right now.
I want to say it's the Cobras.
You're thinking to say it's the
Honestly,
Cobras?
I take my prediction back. Seeing their style of play, I think they've got this in the bag.
I listen.
But
I
this is a
certainly
really
think
good
that there's a lot for the Cobras as well. I would also cast my vote to the Cobras right now. They gave me a reason. The Knights and the Cobras are also sibling teams, so that's certainly something. But it looks like the Rhinos could potentially run away with it right now, and they do. Wow.
That's really unlucky. Well, I would say unlucky. There's skill there, of course, but that's the worst. That is absolutely the worst way to concede in an overtime is goals like that.
Absolutely. Unfortunate to say the least, but a great first game by these two teams, and we are in for a great series if we keep seeing this.
Look at that there, though, from Courtney. Like, nearly 900 points, but then you've got Killer Bunny there with no goals, but nearly 500.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty crazy for no goals, having 500 points. It's not too bad. I mean, he's not on the greatest ping either, so
right.
Neither are both of the Cobras, but look at their scores, all of them.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
And the other thing is looking at these scores, it's from the Rhinos, it's a little bit less distributed, but on the Cobras, it's almost perfectly distributed. Like you could tell, other than the fact that Vikistar was the one that scored everything. You could tell that ACMA was still there doing everything that they needed to. And there was not a single person that was not doing something that they couldn't do, per se. So, very well done for them and exactly what they're trying to get done here. So, it's going to be a great game. I'm excited. And I think Cobras, are just getting warmed up doing their thing right now. And, I'm excited to see which team wins because I honestly think it's a toss-up at this point.
I definitely agree. I honestly, I can't even change my prediction at this point. I still don't know. They're both two such good teams, but I like the way that the Cobras are playing.
No, I absolutely do too. They have a very offensive style, especially from the GM Crimson, who is extremely offensive. You played against him the other day, but you know how he rolls. So that's how he prides on his team right there. So.
And I can see his style of play and their style of play. I don't know if that actually has any relationship whatsoever, but they do play like him.
See
very
what I mean?
offensive, very solid. Yeah. I mean, if Crimson's on the ball, it goes in like that. As soon as you get that ball on the top of your car, it's going in, and that's exactly how Crimson does it, and that's exactly how they've done it here.
Absolutely. And that's just a great little dribble from Vikistar there. Congratulations to him on hitting that. That's something I wish that I could do at some point. And the Cobras are on the board early, but this looks like it could be Rhinos on the board as well. You see what I mean? It's jab after jab. It's one after one. They just keep punching each other. This is literally just a boxing match.
Yeah, and that goal was kind of really unlucky as well. I mean, it would have helped for the Cobras to maybe have a player back, behind that challenge, but that challenge could have gone either way.
Right. 1-1 with 30 seconds down, though. Certainly keeping up with what we expect to see here today. This good, clean, even game. And the other thing to think about too, last game, Rhinos up a goal if they don't, end up in that row one together.
Yeah,
certainly could have been a game changer.
I mean, how by how much can you count a rule one goal? I mean, it takes a lot of 1v1 skill, but sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
Sometimes if you're in a rule one, it just ends up being an easy goal, no skill required.
Right.
But it depends who you ask, doesn't it? And I think in this game, both teams. Well, both teams have such good players that I don't know who would win in a 1v1, anyway.
Right, exactly. Well, I don't even know that there is an opportunity to say that somebody's winning a 1v1 anyways. Because in all actuality, they seem all super evenly matched. It's just a matter of who scores when.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a really good chance, but they're stuck on no boost. It doesn't look like Courtney had any boost either.
Exactly.
So, unfortunately, a really good chance, but kind of wasted on the fact that they were just unfortunate to have no boost at that point.
This is going to be a great clear from ACMO over here. And that is going to be a miscommunication on the Rhino side of the ball there. Doesn't look like it's going to happen again anytime soon, though. Bunny not going to be able to take that. It's all about the communications here. And, as you can see, when Courtney's on the ball, the ball's going the right way. When Courtney's on the ball's going the right way. It's getting either in Killer Bunny's hands or it's going to end up being, just a goal. And I see when Vicky Star's on the ball, there's not really a whole lot of passing. And, that's nothing against them, but I definitely need to see some more passing happen here. If we're going to watch these two teams, battle it out as we want it, I need to see more passing. I need to see a couple more plays. I can't just keep seeing the same, solo play after solo play. Cottony and then Vicky Star, and then Akmo and then Killer Bunny. I need to see the ball spread out just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, it is kind of looking like it is just 1v1 plays at the moment. I mean, even there, there wasn't really another player in sight.
Right. A lot of defense here from the Cobras. We saw more Cobra offense last game than I think we saw on their defense, which kind of makes me think that the Rhinos might have figured something out on offense.
Bit of a crazy recovery there from Vicky as well. Didn't look like much, but that takes a little bit of skill in that to air roll boost to get yourself back on your wheels like that. And I mean, recoveries like that are really going to work in Cobra's favor, especially with these kind of styles of play that the Rhinos are pulling out.
Absolutely. And I know you just called these guys stars, but they really are. They're really out here doing everything that they need to do. They're playing well. They're playing like stars.
Yeah, definitely.
They are the stars.
They got their, like I said, they got their K-Dop nicknames on. They're going for it. They're showing why they're a competitor to K-Dop.
Absolutely.
Best player in the world, but there they go. But unfortunately, they just conceded that time.
Uh-oh. No, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. K-Dop, being the guy that he is, certainly want to live up to that pro expectation.
Yeah, they can't don those nicknames and lose the game now. They'll be wanting to take this one. But, it's kind of down to who wants to win it the most at this point, when the skills are evenly matched as it is.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to lie to you, from what I'm seeing right now, Cottony wants to win the game. Cottony is absolutely going off right now. He's playing very well. His rotation's solid. Aside from the mechanics that he has, he's playing solid fundamentally Rocket League. Fundamentally solid Rocket League. That's what matters.
He is, and he's taking the game really nice and slow, which is really important when you're playing twos. If you play too fast, you will end up, at a point where you're rushed and that ball's over your head and in. And, that slow game is, he's perfected it at this point, and especially with the mechanics, just slowing that play down, kind of taunting the other team.
Wow.
Leaving it straight for Killer Bunny just to slot it in.
Absolutely, and the Rhinos really solidifying themselves as the #1 seed right now and really reminding everybody, hey, Cobras are not that good. Look at me, I'm over here doing all this stuff. Rhinos, still #1. They're showing us that right now. Cottony going to go ahead and try to tuck this one out for Killer Bunny, but this one's going to fall back to the Rhino side of the field. I need to see more from the Cobras. I need to see more passing plays. I need to see the demo plays that the Rhinos keep hitting. I got to see that from them, or else, I can't even muscle myself to say it, but it's not gonna keep working for them. What they're doing right now, they got to figure out something else.
Oh, I'm very surprised because from the last games that we've been watching, Vicky was coming out with those demo plays quite a bit, and they were working. They were really coming out in Cobra's favor. So I'm quite surprised to see less of them in this game.
Yeah, honestly, it really just looks like the Rhinos have just turned it on.
Yeah, it looks to have kind of put a little bit of a dent into Cobra's strategy, for them to kind of change, for them to have changed their gameplay, for something that was working.
Right.
Something that's got them off balance, and the Rhinos are taking full advantage here.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Right now, hey, I like the fact that goal went in. I like the fact that now they have something to ride off into the sunset with, into the next game. This is just a little bit of momentum. Going into that next game, you're like, all right, I've scored a goal now. I'm on the board. That's exactly what happened. And that's all that matters. But going into this next game, the Cobras have to know it's either now or it's over. So they really got to turn it on here.
It's really interesting to look at their scores as well, because, like we were saying, Cottony was quite on the ball that whole game, but I think the style of play that, this game went this time was Cottony was out there He's doing all of his fancy stuff. He's doing his nice little solo plays, getting it into the Cobra's half, and then just leaving it just for Killer Bunny just to slot in. I
Yeah.
mean, there's skill there from Killer Bunny to get it in, but I think Courtney was really just destroying Cobra's defense and just leaving it for Killer Bunny. And I think he deserves more points than he got there, but Rhinos come out and force that game.
Right. No, absolutely. They're gonna have to continue. They're gonna have to force a game 5 here. They're going to have to reverse sweep the Rhinos in order for them to win.
I mean, I think it can be done if they can bring back that style of game, that they were playing in the first games. I think it can be done, but they just need to, channel their inner vitality, their inner K-Dog, and bring that out.
Absolutely. And if they don't, well, I hate to say it, but you have 5 more minutes of your season left. Let's put it that way.
For the Rhinos. And that's not what they want to hear. They don't want that. They don't want to be playing, scrims and party games for the rest of the season. They want to be in the finals.
They want to play in the finals. They want to show off what they are able to do. Here we go. Great kickoff by Killer Bunny and the Rhinos. And that's going to be a little bit of an awkward touch here from Vicky, but he's going to knock that all the way back down to the Rhino side of the field. A great demo! And if this goes in, this will be a great opportunity to start off strong from the Cobras, and it can't find its way in. But it looks like
really unlucky. I think he got so excited for that open net that he just shot it and it went too high.
A little bit. Loving the early offense here. This is exactly what they need.
Yeah, they certainly haven't given up. They've certainly been having talks between one another in comms. They've been trying to figure out what they need to do. They haven't they're not ready to settle this game as a loss.
Absolutely.
Take it that way.
No, I don't think anybody would be ready to settle a game. You're going into game 3 right now. Your season's on the line. You are ready to settle down, but you absolutely have to make the attempt first. And if this ball goes in, you'll be on the board early from the Cobras. Great save from Killer Bunny, who's going to try to knock this one out. Doesn't look like we're seeing the same strong Rhino team that we saw last time, per se. It looks like the Cobras have come back just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, or on the flip side, you could have the Cobras there, taking it a little bit slower, trying to adapt to, what will definitely be Cobra's new style of play.
Right.
I mean, look, look at that save there. They come out straight ready for a counter-attack. Is Killer Bunny ready for it?
There you go, Akmo. Act up. No, it's not act up. It's just AK'd up. My fault.
AK'd up.
I love the team chemistry between them two, though. They went out, they got the vitality, they changed their names. That's real team commitment right there.
I mean, you don't win games by being enemies or just acquaintances with your players. You got to be best mates.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to have that chemistry. You got to have that comms. I mean, that's the reason me and you have done so well. Definitely.
No, I absolutely agreed. You, me, and Jersey. The reason that we did so well is because we played. We chummed around. We had a nice, enjoyable time with each other, and that's fun. It makes you want to win. It makes you want to play with your guys better. And the fact that I know that Vicky and Akmo have been playing together all this time. They've been on top of this stuff. They know what they want to do. They know that they want to win, and they're working hard to that goal. So to know that, it definitely puts it a little bit more in perspective. These guys want to win. They're here to win. They're here to do what they came here to do, and they've put in the effort to do so. So that certainly helps.
Yeah, I mean, it shows with their 2-goal advantage already. I mean, coming from quite a tough game, demoralizing game as well.
Right.
To come in and bring 2 straight back that quickly, I mean, this is going to be a big morale boost. They just need to keep it up.
Absolutely. That's going to be a great save from Vicky, because if that ball goes in, it's a whole tide shift on the game.
Absolutely.
Oh, Courtney misses the... Oh, my goodness. Courtney just missed that one.
I saw that going in. I'm really surprised it didn't.
For real. Great touch here from Akmo. Killer Bunny going to go for a touch here. He's actually going to look to get something on the net. Spins it off to the side. Connie going to try to knock this one back towards the net. A lot of mechanics coming here from the Rhinos team. Not that I don't love it, but even just the other day, the Cobras were a super mechanical team, but it looks like the Rhinos are the more mechanical team now. Kind of interesting to me.
It might be that the Cobras are just trying to play it a little bit safe, but I'm not sure they need to. They have that skill. There's no reason to play it safe.
Right.
But mechanical skill like that doesn't necessarily win you a game, and they don't need it at this point. They've shown they don't need it.
Absolutely. 2 minutes left to go on the clock. If the Cobras can't win this game, that's all they have left of their season. I'm excited for the Cobras. I want them to go and take this into a Game 4. I want them to go into a Game 5. I want to see more than just the Rhinos absolutely, beating up on this Cobras team, because I think the Cobras are so much more than just this. And this is going to be a great block by him, too.
I mean, this could be a chance, because the Rhinos aren't that high on boost. And that could be the advantage here, is if the old Vitality team have that boost, and it's quite close as well with that shot.
No, absolutely. The Rhinos need to play a little bit more offensively if they want to keep, making their mark and playing on their offense, though. And I'm loving the demos coming out from the Rhinos as well. That's a huge part of things. I want to see a little bit more of that from the Cobras. Going to be wide open here for Vikistar, and a great save by Killer Bunny. That potentially could have been a dagger play had it gone in. And this one going to be ready for Killer Bunny, and he just can't get there. What was that?
I think they're all very hyped at the moment, to put it very subtly.
Absolutely.
I think there's a unlucky there.
Oh my! 45 seconds left. 2-2. Next goal could potentially be the game ender.
Yeah, I think the pressure's starting to kind of get to both teams. You can see in their gameplay, they're kind of jittering around pretty fast. They've sped their game up. Maybe a little too fast than one or two of the teams can handle here.
Right.
But you got Connie slowing it down, like I said earlier.
Wow.
That's how you get those goals. That quick shift change in gameplay, in game style, in game speed, and he's got the mechanics to do that.
Absolutely does. That's a phenomenal goal right there, and that could potentially put the game away.
I mean, that's incredible. This late in the game, when it's been such a difficult game, such a tough game, when so much is on the line, to be able to slow the game down like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy has some patience that I never will.
I will never have that amount of patience either. Certainly...
I'll be taking shot after shot, power shots, hoping.
Oh,
no way.
No chance. Vikistar with the equalizer. What a shot.
That's incredible. And look at that again for the patience.
Oh, dude, it's the patience. That's what separates the prospects players between the competitor and the champions players. The ability to have those, those moments of patience where you know what you need to do with the ball. I'll never be able to do that. I'll just hit it and hope it goes somewhere good.
Yeah, definitely, and it shows the skill of the players, to have all of that pressure and still just be able to just wait it out and just slot those goals in.
Absolutely.
It's incredible, really.
We could be looking at an overtime here. If this ball doesn't go in...
Try to keep it up. I don't know if they'll be able to get it to the other side of the field, though.
Oh, my.
Oh.
And this ball is going to be downed. There you go. Reese, overtime 3-3, Cobra season on the line. Who's winning this game right now?
I think Rhinos have got it, but I want the Cobras to have it.
I want the Cobras to have it so bad. I gotta see the Cobras have it. Oh! Cobra's gonna have an opportunity here. They need some boost first, though. Oh! Cobras!
This could be it.
No! Oh no!
That was
Killer Bunny gonna
game-changing moment, that save.
Absolutely, and that's just a phenomenal save right there. Both of these Cobras players not having a lot of boost right now. Certainly not gonna do wonders for them moving forward. And this could be wide open, and a great clear for Vicky.
Coming out there with those demo plays, though, exactly what Cobras should be doing. Keeping those boost levels down. I mean, there's not much you can do if you're not actually on the field.
Right. I'm liking that we're seeing this overtime right here. Double commit there from the Rhinos, and this should be the season. Oh, what a score from Killer Bunny, and that'll do it for the Cobras.
Oh, look at Connie there, just absolutely smashing Killer Bunny out of the way.
Listen, if the ball goes in, the ball goes in. That's all that matters.
That'll do it. What a play.
Well played by the Rhinos.
That's absolutely crazy. I mean, in a way, I'm slightly disappointed. I wanted to see Cobras take it, and as well with a goal like that. Such a cheeky goal from the Rhinos. Like, look at me, I can bump my teammate like all the way out the way and still put it in the back of the net. But I mean, what a brilliant game.
Absolutely. And that, unfortunately, is going to be that game. That's just the end. We are going to go get a post-game interview from the Cobras. Not the Cobras, the Rhinos. My fault. And let's see what we got here. Let's see if they're in there yet. We got one.
So far.
Mr. Killer Bunny. Hello?
Yeah.
Welcome, Cottony. Welcome, Mr. Killer Bunny. Congratulations on the wins, boys.
Thank you.
Making it to the finals. That's huge.
Where'd Bunny go?
Don't know where Killer
We
Bunny
lost
went.
Bunny. He's gone off to celebrate.
Yeah, seriously, he's going out to have a drink.
Yeah, he's back.
There he is. Killer Bunny, can you hear us?
Yeah, no, I can't.
There you go. Congratulations, bud. Going to the finals.
Thank you. We needed a revenge after last week or 2 weeks ago when they
That
beat.
was like 4
They
weeks
did
ago,
beat
bro.
you 2-1. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And now we got the 3-0.
You got the 3-0. Listen, that's all that matters, right? Congratulations, dudes. Listen, you didn't play an easy game either.
No, it wasn't. I knew it was gonna be hard from the beginning. It's a C3 lobby there.
Absolutely. Like
Or
those
C3s.
are almost some GCs right there.
Yeah.
Incredible. And they were very put together too. You saw them with their K-Dub and their vitality. You saw it all put
Yeah, I
together.
saw
And
that.
you guys,
So we're on PlayStation.
listen, you guys got to create some type of Rhino uniform moving forward. I can't just let you guys not have some type of uniform. You got to do something for next game.
Yeah, we can't change our username. We're on PS4, bro.
Yeah, we're on PS4, so it sucks.
You guys will figure it out. Game one, when you guys were going neck and neck, it was 1-1, and then 2-2, and then 3-3, and then eventually went into overtime. How did you guys feel as you guys are going back 1-1, 2-2, 3-3? Like, it was very, very even. How did you guys feel during that time, and what was going through your heads?
I mean, I was pretty nervous. The first game I was very nervous, and then
Yeah,
I just started chilling out during the second game and third game.
Yep. We actually did notice that too. We spoke about it right at the beginning where we said, it's all about the jitters, especially when you're on stream and your season's ultimately on the line right now. You never know what's going to happen. You never know if you're just done after these games. So,
Yeah, exactly.
that type of jitter is definitely there. So that's definitely something that we looked into. Cottony, what was going through your head, dude?
Oh, I was kind of nervous. This is my first game since like Wednesday.
Huh. My goodness. Busy man,
Yeah,
huh?
he's been very busy. It's very hard scheduling a game with him when Connie's working like 24/7.
Oh, making the big bucks, though. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Finalist, soon to be potential champion, and working man.
Yeah, we're
Cottony,
taking the
you heard it
dubs.
here first, everybody.
Cobra's easily number 1 or second team, but I guess we're number 1 now just since we beat them.
You're number 1 because you beat him, but you will have to figure out who you're playing. And the next match will be coming up here in just a second. We will be watching the Bears play the Hunters. Hopefully, we will be watching them play at 8 o'clock. Might be just a couple minutes later. But, Reese, what do you got for these guys?
I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, like, Courtney, you were on the ball, that whole time. I mean, pretty much any time we were talking about the Rhinos, we ended up talking about you, and then it's switching straight back to Bunny for the goal. I mean, you were pretty much the main man there, setting up the goals, straight for your teammate just to slot them in. I mean, how do you train for that? I mean, like, what do you do? What is your, training regime?
I'm in a bunch. I was in a bunch of leagues, but since I got my job, I had to drop out a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately.
recently joined a different twos league, and we do a couple practices here and there, scrims, and just playing more twos just helped me get better game sense.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, it pays off.
Seriously, clearly. You should play it off. Well, anyways, Reese, unless you have anything else for these guys, we do have a night to get on with.
I don't know, yeah, let's go. We got so much more action. Let's see if we can get it on time as well.
Absolutely.
That last goal's to go to the playoffs.
Goal of the playoffs. Listen, it was a good one. Killer Buddy literally
Bombed.
seriously,
I got bombed.
seriously by Cottony, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
And then I was backwards on the wall.
That's crazy. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you guys stopping in. We are going to go cast the Hunters versus the Bears. That'll be your opponent for Wednesday. So congratulations on getting to the finals, and we'll see you there.
So,
Thank you guys very much for coming.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, and for those of you on the stream right now, we will be right back. We do have the game coming up. Like I said, Hunters Bears should be an absolute big game. Reese and I will be right back. But for now, we're going to send you to a brief intermission. Welcome back, everybody. Unfortunately, Reese has to depart from us right now, but we will go on with the show, and we will keep doing what we're doing best, and that's just what matters here. But we will be watching the Hunters versus the Bears, and in just a couple minutes here. I fully expect this to be a great game. I think that, the Bears have had a great season. They started off strong. I think they were the best at the beginning. And I think that, they've obviously done a couple of things, throughout the season. They've had some players move up. They've had some new players. They've had some players, unfortunately, leave. And, as unfortunate as that is, you hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time because those guys are getting better. Those guys are doing more. And the new guys, you get to be able to come in and coach them. And that's, ultimately, I think that has really been, the Bears, what they've done. As far as the Hunters, I think that they've been a really solid team all season long. No matter what anybody says about them, they've just been the best. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just trying to get a small enough something to fill in this little hole. There we go. UNL. All right, perfect. But certainly going to be an interesting game. Like I said, the Hunters have been really, really solid all season long. Bears have been up there as well. Certainly has been, a great time watching these guys play. Like I said, Rhinos, Bears, and Hunters all have been up in the top three the entire season long. So it was no surprise to me that these three teams ended up getting the byes into the playoffs and being able to watch, what one of these teams advance to play the Rhinos and just to watch the game that's about to happen. It's a pleasure because they've done so well so far, as much as they have. So certainly going to be interesting. Let's check and see if they are in and ready. Looks like we are waiting for one more player at the moment. Please put Pog Orange. I don't know that I have Pog Orange downloaded. I'm very sorry. But yeah, we are currently waiting for one more player. As soon as we get that player in here, we will be ready to get started. Gotta wait for another Bears player. We're still a little bit behind here, I guess. Maybe just waiting for one or two more players. Don't really know who's coming. But in the meantime, let's take a quick little look back on the other leagues here. For Prospect, the Prospect teams that have been, playing and doing their things. Fortunately, we've had the Empire move on in advance to the next round of games. And the Empire will be playing in the finals against the Knights, who recently just beat the Raptors tonight. So that's going to be a big game. That game should be played on Wednesday. And on, the champion side of things, we unfortunately had the Olympians forfeit a game, which is, I hate to watch it happen. I hate to see it happen. But unfortunately, they were just unable to participate and be there. So, that's always unfortunate. But the Fighters will be making an appearance in the finals. And then the Hounds played the Undead, and the Hounds absolutely wiped the floor with the Undead. So they will be also in the final. So we'll be watching a Fighters-Hounds final, and that'll be a good one because everybody loves that. And you know what, Ty, I will do for you exactly what you want to do. Let's add Pog Orange in here real quick. Everybody can also say hello to my mom. Let's get Pog Orange in here. Pog Orange right there. Let's see what Pog Orange has to say about these things. Pog Orange, what are your thoughts on today's games and today's matchups? Pog Orange doesn't really have a lot to say right now. Oh, Pog Orange says that the Bears are going to be, absolutely crazy in this game. And it looks like we actually have a full lineup of Bears. And they are here in the lobby, so we are ready to go now. The Bears looking like they are full. Seriously, the appearance on the Bears here is crazy. I don't think I've seen all four players in a lobby since probably one of the first games that was played here. But we are ready to watch these two teams start playing, so let me let them know to get going. Still am not even entirely sure who is playing for either team. It's about time they're readied up. Sheesh. Ah, it looks like for the Bears, we are going to be watching Misty and E5 Burns playing. For the Hunters, it looks like we're going to get Mr. Kickins and Mr. Bean Ross. Look like Misty going to be getting this one right here. Going to toss this one over towards the Hunters net. Burns not able to get the touch that he wants, but Bean Ross going to get stumbled here off on the side. A lot of little bumps here from teammate to teammate. Unfortunate and definitely not what you want to see if you are these players right now. Kickin going to go ahead and knock this one down the field, potentially looking to get this one out to his teammate. Bean Ross going to take a shot and a great block there from Burns. Misty going to dribble this one down the field, get a great 50 with Bean Ross there. And this is going to be a whiff by Burns. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the touch that he wants, leaving Misty to have to clear this ball all by himself. As far as the Bears go right here, I think the Bears can certainly take the good run at this that they want to, and I think that the Hunters, the Hunters are in the position to win this game. I think the Bears are both in the position to win this game. Great little flick there from Bean Ross. We have not seen a whole lot of Bean Ross this season either. He's played in a couple of games here or there, but certainly has been an elusive figure on the Hunters team. And this ball going to just come back and be centered here. Burns going to look to potentially make the move on him, and Burns tosses it right over the defender. Going to be looking at a 1-0 lead for the Bears. One to 0, about a minute and a half into game number 1. You got to remember about this series, though. Winner goes home. Winner does not go home. Winner goes to the finals. Loser goes home. So if you lose, if this game, Bears lose this game, Bears season's over. Hunters lose this game, Hunters season's over. And this ball going to be sitting right here for Misty. Going to get this touch right here. Great touch by Misty. Going to look to grab the boost as well. It looks like these Bears players are just in sync. It always takes a game or two for the Hunters to get loaded up. I totally understand that. I could fully expect that the Bears can take this game right now, right here. And I think it's only gonna be a couple of minutes before we realize the Bears are gonna take this game. But I think the Hunters take game number 2. That's just how they've been all season long. I'm excited to potentially see whether this holds true to how it has been in the past. But Kickin gonna put this ball over to the wall, gonna see what he can do here in the air. Potentially get a pass over to his teammate, and his teammate just isn't there. Once again, it's Bears domination. And Bears leaving the door wide open for a potential goal here from Mr. Bean Ross. Great 50 here from Burns. Kicking, getting a touch, going to waterfall straight down. And this could go right back out to Mr. Bean Ross on a great shot from Misty. Kicking, going to go ahead and catch that ball and touch this one over to the side. Burns playing a little bit farther back than he typically does. And this ball is going to be sitting right in front of the Hunters net. A great touch here from Misty is going to keep this one alive on the Hunter side of the field. Another great touch from Misty. Where is Burns? Burns is not around. Burns going to be looking to play a little bit more defensive here. I guess that's kind of what I've noticed so far. But certainly a game so far. It's a lot of back and forth. Looks like neither team is really comfortable yet. When a team gets comfortable, you'll see that they are comfortable. You'll see they know what they're doing. They're consistently hitting their shots, and that's when you know that a team is comfortable. Misty with the second goal for the Bears. Well done by Misty. One apiece for these Bears players. And the Bears run a different kind of offense than any other team here. You're looking at how these Hunters play, and the Hunters look like they just aren't comfortable yet. That's the Hunters pass right there. But you look at the Rhinos and you look at the Cobras, and they play so fast with such mechanics. And then you look at the Bears, and you're like, they play so slow. They slow down the ball. They play at their own pace. That's what I love about this Bears team. That's what I like about watching them. That's what I've liked about watching them all season long. They have the game plan. They know what they want to do, and they're able to slow down the ball. And that is what's going to make them deadly moving forward. That's where you want to be. And a great score from Kicken off of a great pass from Bean Ross. Look at this. Way to just be there with two defenders. Misty almost getting that save. Super, super close there. And unfortunate that Misty just couldn't get there. But a great goal from the Hunters nonetheless. And Burns going to be sitting here. Kicking, not going to get the touch that he wants. And it looks like this could potentially be a score from Burns. A great block from Bean Ross, who is not fooled. And this could potentially be something for the Hunters. And this is going to be off target from Kickin. And two Bears right next to each other. Definitely not where you want to be if you're the Bears right now. Bean going to go ahead and try to take this one over. And that is going to be a shot from the Hunters. And a great clear from Misty. There you go. 30 seconds left in game number 1. Winner of this game will be taking game number 1. And this is just kind of sit here. And this should be wide open goal for the Hunters. Great block by Burns. Oh my goodness. And this is going to be a potential center from the Hunters, but you're going to have 10 seconds left here. And the Bears just need to get it off of their side of the field, and the Hunters need to make a desperate attempt at it right now. This looks like it could potentially be over, but you never know. Door is wide open. Keep the ball up, Hunters. Unfortunately, they just could not keep the ball up, but that's a great effort from these two teams right here, and I think this game is going to be it's going to be much, much closer than I initially anticipated. Bears coming out with game number 1, though. Tell me in the chat if you saw that one coming. Certainly going to be an interesting something here. Going to be an interesting game, an interesting something. I guess I don't even know what I'm waiting for, but. Let me just toss this one into games real quick, and then we will get on with the show. Hunters versus the Bears live now. Alrighty, let's get to this next game here. And the Bears, I'm not going to lie to you. I knew that the Hunters were something crazy all season. I knew that they were on top of their stuff. But I certainly, didn't know who the Bears were going to be playing here. Didn't know what I was going to see from the Bears. And I'm very excited to see what I'm seeing from the Bears right now. So, huge props to them. Love to see what they're doing right now. And quite honestly, like I said, the Hunters, they snap into it in the second game. Until we see the second game and until we see, them really click and get comfortable, we're not going to see what we want to from the Hunters. But when they get comfortable, it's literally, they're just going to be putting on a clinic. It's just as simple as that. Bears are both sitting in the net. Burns with a great clear here, and Misty going to look to try to take this one out. But yeah, just going back to the fact that the Bears are just, they sit back and they relax and they, they're able to slow the pace of the game, which is really what you want to see if you're the Bears right now. A team who is able to do that, extremely well, is able to manage a game much better than a team who plays fast. And that's because you literally get to pick the speed in which the ball is going. And the Bears just sit back and they wait. And they wait for that ball, they hit the ball, and they're able to do what they want with it. There's a lot more control with it that I end up seeing here. And this is a bomb from Burns. And that ball is unfortunately going to be blocked by Mr. Bean Ross. Chopped up to Kickin, who's going to need to get this out to Bean Ross for a potential shot. A lot of great passes here from this Hunters team. Still waiting for them to get comfortable, but they've been a threat all season long. And that is going to be a great potential shot from Burns, but unfortunately that one is going to be off. Kickin going to go ahead and toss this one down the field. And this could potentially be a score from Kickin, but a great save from Burns. And that will be a score from the Hunters. And that's a great job by Bean, knowing where he is, knowing where his teammate is, and just watching that touch. And, you know, let's not exclude any touch there from Kickin, because he certainly got that touch there. But a great score from Hunters. That's exactly what they need coming into this, you know, minute or so that's been played so far. You got to see the Hunters score more. If the Hunters aren't scoring more, they're just going to be sitting back waiting for the Bears to score, and that's definitely not what you want. Going to be a great touch here from Burns, who's going to touch this one at Burns. Bean Ross, who's going to touch this one out, and that's going to be a great save from Burns. Mr. Bean Ross going to keep this one in, and that could have been a goal. Just off-center just a little bit by Mr. Bean Ross. This ball is going to be taken out to Misty, who's going to look to potentially, hold the ball back, I guess. And that is going to be a score from Misty. What a shot. Oh, my goodness. Just watching. Just look at this. Look at the control here. Oh, he got hit. That wasn't control. Okay, now it's not as cool. But certainly thought that was a great touch there. Certainly thought that was an amazing goal. And, you know, the control there it was. But unfortunately, you know, Bean got the bump. Just didn't work. And that's a great shot from Burns. The Bears are running away with this game. 3-1. A little bit over a half of the game left to be played. But that certainly doesn't mean anything. Hunters need to click. And they need to get started on what they're going to do next. They need to figure this out now, or they are going to be in trouble. Kickin going to go ahead and try to pull a double off there, perhaps. Bean going to look to potentially get a goal out of this, too. Just can't get there, and this is going to be a great touch from Kickin, keeping this on the Bears side of the field. Kickin going to go ahead up and try to get this one out to his teammate on a great block, great score. Not score, great save from Misty. And this is going to go ahead and go up right here. And Burns just being patient, which is something that, you know, you definitely want to be if you're going up right here. This ball going on the net. A great save from Burns, who is absolutely everywhere tonight. I don't even know that I could tell you that anybody else is doing a better job right now. Burns is everywhere. He's making saves. He's making the passes. He's putting goals in the net. Like, look at him. Look at this man go. Look at Burns go. I have nothing else to say to you. Somebody try to figure out how to stop this man. I'll wait. Look at that touch. He catches both of them off of... I have no words. He catches both of them off guard and just cannot figure it out. And what a score there from Burns. And he has been everywhere. And just to take a peek at his score line. That's ridiculous. E5, if you're listening to this, if you're even watching this later, you've done a phenomenal job, dude. I remember when you were on the Bulls, when you were trying out for prospect teams, not even knowing whether you were going to get drafted or not. And now you're here in the competitor semifinals, and you're hitting shots like that on people who are champ 2. So ridiculous, great sentiment, much love, and that is going to be a goal because you weren't back. Come on, E5. Let's get with it, huh? But look at this. Great clear there from Bean, who, you know, clearly was aiming for the net. But great job there. You know, you love to see it, and that's exactly where you want to be. This is going to be another kickoff here, but we're at 2-4 right now. The Hunters looking like they're starting to get comfortable here. This could be a bad sign for the Bears this game and potentially even next game. But definitely a new ring here for the Bears, who I definitely want to see keep doing what they're doing best. But I want to see the Hunters I want to see them click. I want to see the Hunters do what the Hunters have done all season long, because right now I'm just not seeing it. Burns going to try to get this one out on a great flip clear from Burns, and he just can't get the touch that he wanted to. And this ball is going to sit back on the Hunter side of the field, not doing too much here. Kickin going to wait for this ball to come back down, take some control, and he's going to look to try to get this ball out. This should be a great center here for Mr. Bean Ross, and that it was! and he just couldn't get it. 30 seconds left to go. Game number 2. If the Bears win, Hunters will be on match point of the upset. Nobody knowing whether or not either team is actually going to advance, but this is certainly an upset, in my book, because, the Hunters being highly regarded as the number 2 team, and the Bears coming out here just doing what the Bears do best. It looks like they're going to take game number 2 right now, but this is a huge upset. To watch the Hunters flail around like this while the Bears just, they know what they're doing. It's ridiculous. That's a job well done by the Bears. And look at this stat line from both teams. 10 shots by Bean Ross. 2 of them go in. Kicking with the, not as great of a game as Bean Ross, but look at Burns' stat line. Just look at this. 3 goals, 3 saves, 7 shots. Sharpshooter, and then Misty was all over the field. Both these guys, phenomenal job from the Bears. Loving seeing what they're going to be able to do right now, and especially moving forward. I have nothing else to say. I really don't. I'm speechless. Burns done a great job. Misty absolutely cracked over here. Hunters, I gotta see more. I gotta see a demo play. I gotta see you guys finding your chemistry. Pog Orange, what do you think, these 2 teams have to do? Oh, well, these 2 teams, they actually have to, they really have to, just start playing good and doing good, and they'll figure it out. You heard it here first from Pog Orange, folks. They're absolutely doing exactly what they need to do. Loving life, and Bears have just done exactly that. Hunters, however, Pog Orange, what do you think the Hunters have to do? Oh, well, the Hunters, they have to make sure that they're clearing the ball right and just not letting the ball in the net and just go back to the fundamentals. Oh, Pog Orange, dude, you're absolutely right. Great, astute observation about the game of Rocket League and the fundamentals of it. Love to see what you've done here. And this is game number 3. This is, and could potentially be, the last 5 minutes of the Hunters' career. And it would certainly be interesting if it was, because it's definitely not what I expected. I think if you're the Hunters right now, you have to remember that you cannot give this Bears team space. They will go all over you if you give them the space. But the moment that you take that space away from them, they're just going to be flailing. You'll have no idea what to do. And Bean's going to get caught up on the wall! And Misty's lob shot is just going to fall into the net! Oh no! Definitely not what you want right here. And Bean Ross just not getting the touch that he wants. He actually didn't even get a touch at all. But wow, great touch there by the Bears. And it looks like Misty's going to win the kickoff here. Bean Ross going to look to clear that. And Misty going to toss this one back to the Hunters side of the field. Misty going to get a great touch here. And we are less than a minute in, and we already have a goal on the board. Already have 2 goals on the board! Burns, you're cracked, dude! Oh my god! I would be surprised to watch the Hunters come back right now. The Bears are feeling themselves. They know what they need to do, and just looking at these shots that the Bears are taking, I don't know that I don't even know that I could tell you anything else. Great fake there by Misty to E5. Going to tuck this one back down the other side of the field. E5 going to go ahead and clear it. 4 minutes left to go. Game number 3, and the Bears are up 3-0. This has been an overwhelming performance from the Bears, and this might be the stunner of the night. The Bears coming out here and absolutely manhandling the Hunters. Quote from Kickens earlier is that the Hunters are typically known to kill Bears. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Kick and Mr. Hunters, but not today. And what a move by Misty! Oh my goodness! How do you go from that type of fake? That's just ridiculous. Look at him, he's jumping around. This man is legitimately trying to just do maneuvers. He doesn't even care. But both of the Hunters right here in the same place, definitely not what you want to see. Great demo attempt from Bean Ross, and that's definitely what I want to see a little bit more of. But oh my goodness, if you're the Bears right now, you're feeling good, but you cannot just take a minute off. You have to make sure that you go ahead and play your butts off. And that's going to be a great touch here from Misty for goal number 4. The Bears. I am just hyped for these Bears right now. They're just playing out of their minds. I hate to say it, but Hunters, I need to see it now or I'm out. You have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left of your season. That's it. And that's to put it nicely. There's going to be a shot here from Bean Ross, and this could potentially be a goal. This set up for kicking, and there he goes! Great shot by the Hunters. And this is where the Hunters need to find their groove. If I get to watch the Hunters reverse sweep this Bears team that has been going off, I'm down. This game isn't over yet. You still have 3.5 minutes left to go, and you're only down 2. This is an easy hump for the Hunters to overcome. Unless, of course, they keep hitting shots like that. But a great touch here from E5 should potentially keep this on the Bears side of the field. And this ball is going to fall on the Bears side of the field. Kicking, going to march this one straight to the net. E5 going to look to clear this. Misty going down the field, whether it's for a bump or I don't even know what the heck this was. But it looks like the Bears are just popping off. Like, I don't even know what to say. Misty going to look to dribble this one here. And a great clear from Bean Ross. If Bean lets that sit even 1 second longer, E5 probably comes over and takes that. And this is a potential score from Kicking if he gets there and he's up there. And you have a double commit from the Bears, which is definitely not what you want. Because Bean has the potential to go and score that now. Unfortunately, he misses that. This is going to be a great touch from Burns. And Burns, if he can make it, almost hits the ceiling shot. Oh my goodness. I am stunned right now. Still cannot believe that the Bears have been able to pull off the upset, the 3-0. Well, they haven't done it yet, but that they are here doing exactly that. Got a little under half a game left to go, and I want to see the Hunters come back. I want to see what they can do. And there you go! Bean Ross with the shot. Bean says, I don't want my season to be over yet. I want to show what the Hunters can do. I want to bring my team to the next level. Kick him with the great bump there on E5 in the net. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a game. 3-4, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Chat, let me know right now who is winning this. What do you guys think is going to happen here? Who do we think is taking this game? And is this the Hunters' last game of the season? Let me know what you're thinking. Misty going to go up for this here. Not able to get the second touch. E5 going to be sitting back here. Kicking on a breakaway. A great block there from E5. And he's going to look to make sure he takes this one out. Oh, that was almost a shot from Bean there. Kicking going to be sitting back. Going to look for potentially get this ball in, and he just can't get it. Bean going to be falling back at minute 30. We are at the 90-second mark of this game right here. The Hunters season is on the line right now. The Hunters currently have a minute and 25 left to go in their season before the Bears take the finals by storm. And this could potentially be something from the Hunters. If Kickin just shows up. Oh, and he just mistimes it. And the Burns is going to have an opportunity to bring this one back. A great flick here. And this could potentially be a goal from Misty. Misty not going to be able to be there. Great defense by Kickins. Kickins going to have to march this one down the field and is absolutely going to have to score this one right now if he wants any chance of potentially taking this game. And Burns going to take this one down the field. Burns is going to have to get there and put this one in. He's just not there, but he's going to leave it there for Misty, who goes up. Misty getting the shot off. What a shot! Are you kidding me? This Bears team is just clips. Smoke and mirrors and clips. Look at this. Are you kidding me? No competitor player should be able to hit shots like that. Oh my god. This is absolutely ridiculous. And the Hunters are going to have to make up for 2 goals right here. Potentially 3. Luckily just 2, but 30 seconds left of their season. And the Hunters will certainly be making an unexpected exit in this tournament. Stunned right now. I can't even believe it. I know I'm beating a dead horse here on the super stunned and super surprised, but wow. it looks like the Bears will be advancing to the finals to play the Rhinos. And they will be advancing to the finals to play the Rhinos. And this game is over. The Bears stunning the competitor league Hunters in the semifinals match. I can't even believe it right now. What a game from these Bears. And I absolutely cannot wait to get these guys into a VC and talk with them. Because I can't even, I'm going to save the replay because Burns had a couple of nice shots. Burns and Misty pop off. Oh. That's nuts. I can't even believe that actually just happened. Let's I guess you're going to guess we're coming back here. Oh my god. All right, let's go grab these guys. And it doesn't look like we have them here quite yet. Oh, here we go. We're going to have one of them. We got Burns here, and we've got Misty here. Let me drag these guys in real quick. Hello?
Hello, Mrs.
Wow, gentlemen. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations to you as well on your win.
Thank
earlier.
you.
Thank you. Listen, do we have, is Chris or Speedy joining us? Or are we just...
Chris is actually in
Yep,
here right
there's Chris.
Oh, there he is. Mr. Chris.
now. Oh, Chris is gone.
Chris the carry.
Chris is gone.
Chris,
Love home.
Chris
He'll
is
join
gone.
he'll join back in a second. But fellas, my goodness. I'm not gonna lie to you. I legitimately was talking with Reese beforehand, and I will be completely honest with you. I straight up told Reese I expect the Hunters to win this game. And I think a lot of people said that the Hunters were gonna win this game. And you guys come out and absolutely upset the number 2 Hunters and make it to the finals.
It's the chemistry, Nolan. It's the chemistry. I put at least almost 1,000 hours into this game this month. Like I have been working.
This month? Oh
yeah,
my
this
goodness.
Month. I've been. Oh wait.
I've officially named Chris the carry, by the way.
Named, of course. Chris is always a carry. Chris, congratulations, dude. How you feeling?
Dude, I'm so proud. Just watching them during that first game, I was just like, this is how this is gonna go.
Dude, it's they put on a show. Even in the last game, Burns hit a clip, Misty hit a clip. I saved that replay by the
Oh,
way.
we were clipping
Oh,
last
hey.
game, not gonna lie. We were all dying in that
Yeah.
VC,
Nolan,
just
you didn't hear because you weren't in the chat, but they had one of those calls. Maybe you guys can tell them which one. One of those plays they called out beforehand.
No way.
Yeah.
You guys called out a
we were
clip?
calling out half of them. We were calling out half the plays.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
we were like passing.
And I even got a clip of us saying it and everything. I got a clip of the reader passing play me and him got later on in the third game.
You guys are ridiculous. All right, I do have a couple of questions for you guys though, just for our interview. All right, so anybody can take this question, but first and foremost, Speedy's here too, isn't he?
Oh yeah, we gotta
Yep.
get Speedy.
Let me drag him in here.
Come here, buddy.
But let
Come on.
me
Speedy.
let me just be the first to say this as well. Going into this game, what were your thoughts? Were your thoughts we are going to win, we are confident, we're ready to go, or was it we're not really sure what's going to happen? What were your
My
thoughts?
thought was
So
One at a time, please.
in my opinion, honestly, the first thought I didn't play in a week before this. That was my first
shoot.
game on in a week.
Yeah.
And I joined the VC 4 minutes before, and they were all talking about, okay, who's playing, what's happening. I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, Misty, you've been on
And,
vacation, right?
No, I was on
Just
my
away.
birthday.
Gotcha.
Birthday week.
Gotcha.
And basically, I came back. I literally just finished eating cake, and I was like, I'm not ready for this. I was not ready. They were all like ready, talking about everything, and I was just sitting there and clueless.
Damn. Absolutely nutty.
I thought I was just gonna throw the whole thing because I haven't played in a week.
So what were your
My
thoughts before the
mindset-
game? E5.
Mine was I was nervous, but I knew I had to have a strong set mindset going into this game.
Mhm.
against the second best team. You gotta have a good mindset. You gotta know who you're playing against, which thank God physics wasn't playing. Like
Physics is good.
Oh my. Physics is scary good.
He is
So,
very
I'm
good.
kind of glad.
Can you triple reset
But-
though?
Anyways, go ahead. Are you done talking, E5?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right, Chris. Before we wrap it up here, any last words for your players before they make a run in the championship game?
Stay in school.
I just want to say that all of my players are incredible players. They have really put effort into coming to team meetings and making time out of their week. I mean, several of them had stuff that was going on literally today that they took care of so that they could be here for this game. Even Speedy, who didn't end up actually playing, still came in and was watching here with me and helping
Good.
me point out stuff during the game. I mean, all of us are in it as a team. We are here together, and when we win the finals, we're gonna win the finals together as the
Yeah.
Bears.
That's the
Then
way
we're
you
gonna
want to
go
do
get
it.
ice cream from Baskin
Okay.
Robbins.
From
Come on
Baskin
now.
Robbins. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure, hanging with you guys, hearing from you guys, and congratulations on your trip to the finals. That's a big game. You stunned the competitive league by doing it. So congratulations,
Nolan.
and thank you guys very much for
Wait,
playing.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, shameless plug.
Use code Misty, please. I'm poor.
All right.
He already knew he was gonna say it.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. But congratulations, and be ready for your game on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
We have a game Wednesday? Damn it. All right.
Well, you guys heard it here first. Plenty of stuff going on, and this is almost the conclusion of the league, which is huge because we are in our second season right now. We are going to be, we're going to be watching everything unfold, and we are in our second set of. We'll be in our second set of championships for UNL, which will absolutely be crazy. But yeah, congratulations to the teams who won tonight. Good stuff all around. And final games will be played on Wednesday, so make sure that you guys clear your schedules, get those games ready to be watched, and make sure that you guys tune in for announcements because there's some pretty big ones coming up. Guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Congratulations to the winners of tonight, and thanks for making UNL what it is, everybody. Have a good night.